what if survival meant facing the harshest season of all? That's the premise of Brian's Winter, the alternate sequel to Hatchet and Gary Paulsen's Brian Saga. In audiobook form, the suspense, isolation, and raw struggle against nature are magnified, immersing listeners in Brian's fight to endure the wilderness through winter. The story begins with Brian Robeson, the teenage boy who crash-landed in the Canadian wilderness in Hatchet. In this alternate timeline, he is not rescued at the end of summer. Instead, he must prepare for the brutal winter ahead, with only his wits, limited supplies, and the lessons he has already learned. The audiobook captures Brian's thoughtful, determined voice, making listeners connect with his blend of ingenuity and vulnerability. The central conflict emerges as Brian realizes that surviving winter requires new skills. Hunting, shelter building, and clothing become urgent priorities. He crafts weapons, learns to trap animals, and adapts to the freezing environment. The audiobook emphasizes the tension of these challenges, weaving themes of resilience, resourcefulness, and endurance. As the months pass, Brian faces hunger, loneliness, and the constant threat of death from cold or predators. His encounters with moose, wolves, and bears highlight the dangers of the wild, while his successes in hunting and building a stronger shelter show his growth. The audiobook conveys the emotional weight of these struggles, balancing suspense with moments of triumph. The climax builds when Brian's survival is tested by the harshest storms and dwindling resources. His ingenuity and courage allow him to endure, but the toll of isolation is heavy. The audiobook delivers this turning point with intensity, underscoring themes of perseverance, adaptation, and the human spirit's resilience. The resolution arrives when Brian finally encounters a family of Cree trappers who help him and provide the companionship he desperately needs. His journey affirms that survival is not just about skill, but about hope and connection. At its core, Brian's Winter is about resilience, adaptation, and the will to survive against nature's fiercest challenges. Gary Paulsen blends realism with emotional storytelling, reminding us that survival is both physical and deeply human. This audiobook isn't just wilderness fiction. It's a character-driven tale of grit, ingenuity, and endurance.